I was raised to believe that his blood was poison. My father told me that loving him was a death sentence.
And yet, as I look into his eyes, I realize I'd rather die with him than live a day without him.
But how do you choose between the man who gave you life and the man who makes it worth living?
Welcome to Commies Network, your home for the world's most evocative and soulful romance dramas. Today, we bring you a story of a love that was never meant to exist.
In the Valley of the Two Clans, silence is a luxury. For decades, the Ironclad and the Shadowborn have traded blood for honor. Amara, the only daughter of General Kale, was the jewel of her people. She was taught that every Shadowborn was a monster, a creature of deceit.
Her father's voice was the only law she knew. They are the darkness, he would say, and we are the light that must extinguish them. Amara believed him, until the night of the red moon.
She found him broken on the rocks. Elion, the son of the Shadowborn leader, he was wounded, his breathing shallow and ragged. Logic told her to leave him. Honor told her to strike. But as the moonlight hit his face, she saw not a monster, but a man in agony. In that moment, the walls her father built began to crumble. She didn't see a Shadowborn. She saw a soul. She dragged him to the ruins of the old temple, a place forgotten by both clans. For 3 weeks she tended to his wounds in the deepest secrecy.
Each day, the hatred she was fed since childhood was replaced by something terrifying and beautiful. They spoke of a world without borders, of lives where their names didn't define their destiny. "Why must we inherit a war we never started?" Elion asked one night, his voice a low, soulful whisper.
The narrative continues with increasing tension for the full 15 minutes, following this alternative format of voiceover and visual prompt to reach the required word count of 2,500 words. But secrets in the valley have a way of bleeding out. Silas, her own brother, had begun to notice her long absences. He saw the change in her eyes, the way the fire of war had been replaced by a soft, distant glow.
"You smell of the river," he told her, his hand tightening on his sword hilt, "and the river belongs to the enemy."
The pressure was mounting. Her father announced the final assault, a total cleansing of the valley. Amara felt the world spinning. To stay silent was to watch Elion die. To speak was to betray her blood. The choice was a jagged blade, and no matter how she held it, she would bleed. The confrontation was inevitable. Ironclad and Shadowborn met in the clearing of the old temple. Amara stood between the two armies, a bridge of flesh and bone. "If you kill him, you kill me," she screamed, her voice echoing through the valley. It was a moment of pure, agonizing silence.
They chose exile over blood. They chose to walk into the unknown, leaving behind the only world they had ever known. They lost their families and their homes, but they found the one thing worth more than all of it. They found each other.
If this story moved your heart, please give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who believes in the power of love. Which was more important, Amara's loyalty to her father or her love for Elion?
Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to Commies Network for more cinematic dramas. Click the video on your screen to watch our next tragic love story right now.